NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
It's a foot race, and he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. Jackson now on second down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. If that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now.
Let the fullback try to power it home. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, KC. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Past midfield. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Here's a run. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, New England.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Patriots 15.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A toss left side caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. They get 15 on that game, and the Chiefs have a first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. We'll talk things over before third down.
60 Bison, 60, ready, Bravo 80.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's taken down up past the 35. Jackson now to throw on first down. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. New England going to take their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A first down throw for Jackson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Now Jackson on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Drive will start on the ground. He'll get about 2. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. And he's going to give him some breathing room. Past the
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Come on, set.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the state...
We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That'll be taken in by Spiller. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Jackson up top again. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy.
And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Take off.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jaguars have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here's Jackson. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They send a receiver in motion left. Third and long for Jackson. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
That's to the sideline and taken in by Kelsey.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go, set. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where...
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, KC.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, middle.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. On first and 10, Jackson. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now We're Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Come on, set. 79 Broncos. Check go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's second down.
Here we go. Seven Pirates. Hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
A throw left side taken in by Wilson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. To throw is Jackson.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A try here for the extra point.
Point after.
The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And third down coming up.
Go!
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to look for the home run ball, and that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. A first down throw for Jackson. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
No, we changed it.
They put Wilson in motion. Jackson now on second down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On third down, Jackson. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to, and that time the pressure too much. He'll go down.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 22-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A gain of 64 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Here's Jackson. Got his man at the 6. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Hey, report. Report.
Back to throw, Jackson. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Second down, Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through. And the Jaguars are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that deep.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And the Jaguars are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let one go down the middle. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.